Good day. My name is Marlene Burden, and this video we will show you what to pack for a Camino. Today is a week from when I'm leaving for the Camino, the Bushmanland Camino, and I am 90% ready for everything. I think the food we will leave for last, but at least with this video I will be able to tell you what you can consider. Obviously, it will differ from person to person. All right, so I'm going to take you through each and every item on the bed, and then you can decide whether that will suit you, and maybe you can learn from this. Right, so what I have here with me is 2 containers, 55 liters each. Because of the fact that this particular Camino is been done in the form of slackpacking. What that means is we get the necessary support, logistical support, where the vehicles and the team from the Tankwa Pty Limited is going to move our containers to the overnight stay. So we need 2 of them. In the one, we will pack our clothes for the Camino, and in the other one, we'll pack all the other stuff that you see here in front of you. So the medical stuff, and I will go through that. It will go into the other container. Then, because we are not carrying everything with us, you don't need a big bag. And I've done this Camino before, so I am absolutely fond of this little backpack. It is a 9-liter backpack. It carries up to 3 liters of water in a bladder at the back. And then here in front I'm going to pack my poncho for the days that it's going to rain. And believe me, there will be days when it's raining there, because we pray a lot for the rain. So that goes inside. And then also very important is that you have your little first aid kit with you. Inside this kit is what you will need during the day you to treat your blisters and muscle ache and whatever allergic reaction that you might have out there, your pills for the day. And then in my case, I'm also just for in case carrying my knee guard, just for in case, it's good to have this with you when you're out there. All right, so that goes in there. And then not a full toilet roll, it's not necessary, just a, flattened little leftover toilet roll. And then just for in case, I have this spare bladder, brand new. This bladder that I am having on the backpack at the moment is already 4 years old. So for me, it's quite important to have that spare with me. In front of me, I have everything to do with meals, and let's go through them. So I'm taking 15 bags, Ziploc bags like this. And in this bag, this is a bag per day, everything that I want to eat on the road. Okay, so my protein bars, my biltong, drivers, peanut butter bars, or just nuts for that matter. Something sweet, something salt, everything that you need to fill up. And these little containers goes nicely into these bags. And what's nice about this is there will definitely be wrapping left over from your meal, and you just stick it back in the bag. And then tonight, when you're in the camp, you can throw away this entire bag with the wrapping leftovers, after that particular day. So yeah, I've got my camping dining set. nicely with everything in it. In the evenings, they cook for us, and that is the best time ever, where we can share our experiences from the day, what happened to us, on the road, what have you seen. We could also, because we walk with locals, Dani and Rana are fantastic in terms of their knowledge of the area, and they are very keen to share the knowledge of the entire route with us. So that is also where they spoil us with the most wonderful food, from lamb curry, chicken, big pots, with food in it, and something nice and sweet after the walk as well. All right, so here's my coffee flask. Fantastic for somebody that loves coffee. All right, during the day, I'm also carrying this moon bag to the waist, around the waist. And it's also nice to pop in my nuts and my my biltong, to have it here with me, and I can, as I'm walking, I can chew on it. I don't have to stop and eat and take everything off. I need to do that as well, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Right, and then this is a new one. Everybody was telling us about these cooling towels. And this is really something that I'm looking forward to, because the area is quite hot, especially there in the Bushmanland area itself, because there's no shade there. So you just wet this and you put it around your neck, and it is nicely cool, and you can rub your face with it as well. So I'm looking forward to this particular one. I'm going to hang it on my little moon bag, and then it's close by if I need it. Now we're getting to the hardware and the medical stuff. So we are preparing for anything as far as possible. So and you remember, there's going to be huge distances where you might find yourself, walking alone, and it might take a while for somebody to get to you. So we are trying to be prepared, to also be self-sustained and be able to help yourself there on the side of the road. Okay, I've got a wonderful bag that a friend gave me once that I'm actually now going to start using. And this is a nice bag for your underwear and your socks. I mean, socks is one of the main clothing items, that you take on the road. I'm going to wear the Falky for hiking specifically, and it's got a little piece coming up the ankle, which is adequate. I don't love the longer, higher up socks. So for me, this is a personal thing. And previously, I was walking with your hidden socks, but I mean, if you are going to walk gravel road and you pick up quite a lot of dust, on the side of the road, so this is quite nice for me. So this is my bag with the socks and everything else I'm going to pack. Now, this is also a new item. The previous time, the insects were biting us, while we were walking. And so I'm just going to illustrate this just for the fun of it. So I'm taking a hat with the, with the sides that gives me a lot of shade. And then when you're out there, and the little insects are flying around your head, you can just put this over, and it will stop them from biting you and coming close to your face. I mean, this is heaven. Then I've got the towel. Now, I mean, this is, I don't know how many of you have seen this before. This is the ultimate. I've used it before, and it is fantastic. So when you're out there, you sleep every night, you sleep in a different spot. there's no time for your towels to dry properly. So after a nice shower, and you will see that when you follow me on this trip, the showers are literally to ride home for. So this is my towel, a nice light, quickly dryable towel, and fantastic. So, all right, then some extra batteries, a headlamp. We are going to be there out in the wild. No electricity. You need to take your own power banks and that with you. Right, just the extra cloth there. Charger for what it's worth. But I'm taking this mainly because of the 2 power banks that I am taking with me. All right, my sunglasses. I'm keeping it in containers like this because this is now going to go on the trucks. And you never know, with dust and with rain, anything can, hurt this little equipment. So they are very fragile, and I keep it in a closed container. Extra bags, you might never know when you will need them. All right, and then what I also have here is cable ties. If anything breaks, that might be your camping chair, your tent, who knows? You go a long way, well, with cable ties like this. I'm taking that with. A piece of rope. This can be used for washing line. I'm also just taking 4 pegs. From time to time, we also need to just clean a bit of clothing on the road. And that's also why this bucket is going to be very handy when we wash ourselves, our clothes, and anything that is washable in the dirt. All right. All right, last but not least, before I get to the bigger equipment, is my container with medical stuff. Now, my ultimate favorite here is this anti-shave cream. This is fantastic for your feet. So before you start walking, you would put this on both your feet, all around. Put your socks on, and off you go. You carry this with you. I also have a smaller version of that in my little medical aid bag. So when we walk on the road, every 5 to 7 kilometers, we're going to stop, have a rest. You take off your shoes, you rub your feet with these again, and you get your other dry socks with you, or take your socks, hang it out in that Karoo sun a bit. 15 minutes is all it takes, and then you're good to go. So while you're resting, put up your feet and get your swelling down as well. All right, so I've got all sorts of stuff in here. Disprin. I haven't mentioned this before. I've learned this from a very good friend that's also joining us again this year for the Bushmanland, to drop one of these Slomax in your water, in the bladder, and I'm drinking that all day. This is also good for your muscle ache and cramps that might result because of over training. Okay, what we have here is a 3-man tent. Now, for my body size, I believe I need a tent a little bit bigger than a 1 or 2 man. I need to fit a 1.8 meter body into this tent. Ground sheet, basically, to put underneath. In the Karoo, that's quite necessary with all the dust. And then a nice sleeping bag. So what I've chosen here is the weight on it is quite important, the length for my size, and then also it covers up to -2 degrees, which for this time of the year is going to be absolutely fine. In my camping chair, important, it's one of the